Yo, another running day. Today's Friday. I've got 2 runs left to do this week. One's a 5.5k easy run and the other one is a mile repeats session, which is 5k as well. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do the 5.5k easy run today. Now what I normally do with easy runs is I take them as just basically, I just take them loosely. I do what I want really on those days. So rather than pounding the pavement day in, day out, I don't always want to do that. You know, I really enjoy running. Running helps me when my head has fallen off a little bit. So, you know, I like to get out and I don't want running to become a chore. I don't want it to become something I have to do. Do you know what I mean? So this guy here, yes, you, is absolutely climbing the walls at the moment. He needs to get out as well. So, kisses. 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 No? Fair enough. So we're going to go out into the woods and we're going to go for a run around the woods. So it's a bit like a trail run. So I've dug out the Saucony Peregrine 13s again. So these things I've not seen so much work. And they're nice and clean as well because they've been in the snow. And we're just gonna take it easy, let him blow off some steam, and I'm just gonna bop around and then challenge myself on some hills. Let's go for it. Problem is, normally I'd let him off the lead, but I've come out at school kicking out time, and normally in these woods around about this time, you've got loads of teenagers, you know, just messing about, so can't let him off just yet. Okay, go. Go. I love getting out in these woods, especially in winter. I don't know, it just looks dead cool, and you can see everything as well, you know, because there's no leaves on the trees. But I just love how undulating it is, and anytime I come in these woods, it's always going to be like either a walk with just me and him, or something like this. No pressure whatsoever. I'm not aiming to hit any paces. I'm not anything. I just want to get out in the fresh air before work and just enjoy myself. This feeling of freedom's probably not the right word.
Last one, 8:41.
There you go. First kilometre, 8:41. Do you know what I mean? But I laugh. But 8:41 for a kilometre this time last year, I could have only have dreamed of that. You know, my kilometres were like 9-minute, 10-minute kilometres. They were basically walking, especially for a full kilometre. So, you know, being able to just enjoy myself and get out and not give a crap about the speed, I love it, I really do. Even though I'm on my own. Well, I'm not. I don't know where he's gone. Here he is. I just really love the, I don't know what the right word is. In the comments, put the right word in. I keep thinking freedom, but I don't think it's the right word. -2, mate. Going in water with -2, you're off your head. You ready to go? Yeah? Come on. Now I don't think I've ever actually done this in public, but I want to do a massive shout out to my cousin Paul and his wife Natasha, because they gifted me with one of the best things ever in my life, him. So before him I had a Labrador, a golden Labrador called Diego, and at the end of 2020, like everybody, I struggled with my mental health. Bad though, like I was ready for giving up. And just everything just seemed to be going wrong at that point. And you know, when you're struggling mentally, everything feels 10 times more, what's the word? Everything just feels 10 times worse than it actually is. You know, where you think to yourself, there's no point on carrying on. It's that bad. Anybody that's ever been there, give it time. Time is the best healer, because it's not as bad as you think. So Paul and Natasha, you know, saw that I was struggling. I'd lost Diego. He was an old boy, you know, he had a good run, so he had to be put down. And it was like I was down as well with that and everything else. And I said, I'm never getting another dog because I can't go through this heartbreak of losing a dog. But then after about 4 months, I was like, I can't live without a dog. You know, they're just a real big part of who I am. And it was COVID time, so everybody wanted a dog during that time. So there was no dogs in the dogs' homes or anything like that. Obviously the dog breeders were raking it in and selling dogs at absolutely insane prices, so I couldn't warrant that. But Paul and Natasha had a litter of Labradors, and they said to me, I can have one. And it's the best thing ever. It really is. Because I didn't realise actually there was 2 different types of Labradors. Diego was an English Labrador, a show Labrador, aka a lazy Labrador. Loki is a working line Labrador, aka the exact opposite to lazy. He never stops, ever. And if he doesn't go out, oh my god, he's a nightmare. But that's perfect for me, because we've been on all sorts of walks together, we've done Snowdon together, we do things like this together, and he's such a good dog that I don't have to worry about him when I'm out. If there was any dogs here now, he would ignore them, unless, like, you know, they were being friendly and playing. But if I told him to ignore them, he would. His recall, he's good. It's not perfect, but it is good. He does come back when he's asked to. When we're out running, road running, he doesn't pull if I don't want him to. He'll stay at the side, but then if I do want him to, he will pull. So if I'm doing an easy run with him, I'll use him for the hills as my little my little travelator, my little lift up the hills. So yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you to Paul and Natasha. I don't think I've ever really said it like this before. You changed my life. After you. So I've been a YouTuber for a long time now, way over 10 years, but I'm just making the transition now from being an aquarium YouTuber that I was previously to being a running YouTuber. Well, I don't think I'm going to lock myself down too much to one specific niche like I did with aquariums, because what I found with aquariums is, because it was one specific niche, I started to stagnate personally, and I was always looking for that next thing to do, which in my opinion ruined it for me, probably for the viewers as well, because rather than making videos out of pure enjoyment, I was making them because I had to make them. Whereas, so I stopped being a YouTuber altogether for about 3 years because I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. Plus as well, my head wasn't in the right space to be a YouTuber anyway. So I really do miss being a YouTuber though. Again, that's a big part of my life. So I've decided that I'm going to give it a go again, under the name of my midlife crisis, which can obviously encapsulate anything midlife crisis wise, you know, buying a sports car, I wish, stuff like that. But mostly it's going to be about my running journey, because this is something that I truly do love, and I'm only going to pull this camera out when I want to. I'm not going to make, if I don't make any videos for 3 weeks, I don't make any videos for 3 weeks. I'm not interested in the algorithm or anything like that. I just want to basically document my journey. Hi! I basically want to document my journey and enjoy it. One sec. Do you know what? This has been quite a reflective run. I think, do you know, like running at this easier pace, out on my own, and just got time to think. Normally that's a dangerous time for me, being left on my own with my own brain. We don't get on. We don't get on at all. But on this run, I don't know what about it is, but I just feel super positive and reflective on all of the good things. Like, again, going back to the YouTuber thing, any YouTuber will tell you, you know, 99.9% of the people that you interact with as a YouTuber are the best. They are literally some of the best people you'll ever meet. I've made some really great friends. I've made people, like friends in different countries. Like a really good friend of mine doesn't even live in this country. Mike in America lives in Massachusetts. Me and him just sort of like bumped into each other, you know, on YouTube as aquarium YouTubers, and we've been friends ever since. I've been over to America to see him and everything. So the problem with me is I focus on the negative too much. So like I said, even though 99.9% of the people that you meet and speak to and interact with on YouTube are amazing, I focus on that 0.1% because I'm that type of guy. And then the odd shitty comment, or, you know, somebody saying, oh, you're not doing this right or that right, which I can expect to come with running as well, because they're all communities. No matter what niche you're in, whether it's running, aquariums, you'll always have people that think that they can do something better than you and whatever else. You just gotta roll with it. So I think for me, something that I've got to really do is focus on the 99.9% rather than the 0.1%, if you know what I mean. So yeah, no, I'm bloody loving this run. For a final note on this reflective video, which never intended to be like this type of video, but I feel like I've had a bit of therapy here. Everybody that has supported me on YouTube up until this point, I want to thank you all so much. Friday night live stream crew, they were some of the best nights of my life. Absolutely loved the Friday night live stream. You lot were hilarious, informative, just brilliant. So yeah, I've had I've had a really good life. I just need to sort of like look for the positives rather than the negatives, and I've had some real positive points. So 2025, let's smash this. Every day's got to have a smile on it.